Hi guys, I'm Sonal and welcome to my channel. Today I'm making a beef stir fry. So when I say beef, it's buffalo meat because cow's meat is not allowed in India. So the closest meat that we find is buffalo meat, but you can definitely use this recipe to make beef stir fry, chicken stir fry, anything that you can cut, slice and cook. So let's go ahead and see the recipe. So let's get started. I have 400 grams of buffalo tenderloin here. You can use beef if you want, even chicken works in the recipe. So buffalo meat, because it doesn't have the fat, is a little drier and lower in flavor than the cow's meat, which is full of fat and flavor. But there are ways to work with it. One of the ways is to slice it really thin, so which is what I'm going to do, and you'll see how I do that. I'm going to cut it against the grain into as thin as possible pieces. So I'm kind of slicing it. You can see, you can get your butcher to do this if you want. And I'm also cutting it on a bias, a slight bias. And I'm going to do the rest of the pieces also now, and this is what it all looks like. So you want to season this. This is 2 teaspoons of soy sauce or tamari if you don't use soy sauce, 3 teaspoons or 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1/8 teaspoon of salt and 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper. You can use white pepper if you want. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So this gives the meat a slight coating, and it is keto. The coating will actually keep the meat moist on the inside. And after that, I'm going to add 1 egg and going to mix all of this together really well and set this aside. Now here I have 5 to 6 cloves of garlic. You can see my garlic cloves are really small as opposed to what you might find. So you want to adjust according to that. You might even take 2 or 3, and you're going to finely chop this. This is some green parts of green onions and a few dried red chilies, which I have cut into pieces, and I have kept all of this aside now. So here I have a cast iron pan, and I'm going to cook my beef in this, or buffalo meat in this. You want to keep a short cooking period so that your meats remain tender and juicy. Buffalo meat is much more dry compared to beef, so I'm going to lightly cook it. It's going to take not more than 1 or 2 minutes because we have sliced it really thin, so it cooks in a flash. And I'm being very careful not to let it sit on one side, and that's the reason you'll see there won't be too much browning, because if you let it brown, it's probably going to be overcooked. So I'm going to get it out because we are going to put it back in the pan after the seasonings are put, and it will continue to cook at that point. Now I'm adding my garlic and my chilies to it, and I'm going to slightly cook it. So once the garlic changes its color, I'm going to add a little bit of water because the cast iron pan is really hot and it can tend to burn all of the lovely bits from the meat that were left in the pan, and also the garlic can burn and all of this can taste bitter. So I've added like a tablespoon of water and mixed everything together, and this is some colored bell peppers and a few julienne carrots and all of our meat. And after that, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of oyster sauce. You can add more, but I think it has a few carbs, so I avoid doing that. This is 1/8 teaspoon of salt. If you're adding more of the oyster sauce, you want to add less of the salt. And these are our green onions. I'm going to sprinkle some of these, and our dish is ready. I'm going to plate it out and serve it with some sticky cauliflower rice. It was absolutely delicious. You have to try it out. And this is some red pepper flakes. I'm Indian and I can't live without those. So if you want to watch the recipe for the sticky rice, click the link on the screen or in the description, and you can make the sticky rice along with this. If you do try this recipe, let me know. Click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell if you haven't already. Share the video with your friends and family. That really helps me. Thanks for watching. Bye.